Welcome back to the Shacks. So, in my last video, I installed Leopard on a G4 using a Firewire hard drive. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to set this hard drive up to have an installer or multiple installers on it. So, stick with me and let's get this done. Okay, so besides the Firewire hard drive, you also need an appropriate cable. So we're going to plug the hard drive in. Going to give it a second here. And then we should see a whole bunch of icons show up here in the Finder. And of course, we're also going to see the LaCie Desktop Manager software. So, of course, as soon as we install, I already have installs on here. So we're going to go through, we're going to close all this stuff. So, now, as you see here, I have OS 10.4, 10.5, and 10.6 on here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up Disk Utility. Now, I'm using a Mac Pro 5.1, a 2009 model. And I am running Mojave on here. So things may be a little bit different depending on the version of macOS you're using. However, they should all be pretty much the same. So I have this little untitled partition on my LaCie hard drive. And as you see, it's 23.4 gigs. So what we're going to do is I'm going to partition this, and we're going to make it 8.5 gigabytes, and that's about the size of a standard DVD. So we're going to apply that, and I forgot to name it. And this takes a minute. And of course it's going to reload the hard drive again, so all these installer things are going to pop up. And this is typical because it's set to automatically load the installer every time it detects the media. So now we go down here, we figure out, okay, so this is the partition I just made, so we're going to rename this as Lion. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go into this particular hard drive, we're going to go into my downloads folder, and we're going to make sure that I have, okay, I do have the disk image. So this will work for any disk image. So from Disk Utility, what we're going to do is we're going to restore. And we're going to choose an image here. And we're going to go back into the downloads folder. And it's only going to, only the white ones are disk images, the DMG files. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to find Lion right here. So here is the disk image for macOS Lion 10.7.3. We're going to choose this. Okay, and it says restore from, and we're going to restore this disk image to this drive. Okay, now this takes a good bit of time, so I'm going to fast forward until it's done, just to save some time for everybody. Okay, now you see that we have a Mac OS X install ESD. Okay, and if you look right here, this is the drive that we just imaged that basically a DVD to. So this drive is now the same as installing from a DVD, except it's a hard drive. So it's going to be faster and easier. And since this is a Firewire device, I can hook this up to any computer with a Firewire port, any Mac computer with a Firewire port at least. And I can install Mac OS Lion, which truthfully isn't a great operating system, but you know, for some computers it's all you can put on. You know, earlier iMacs, MacBooks, stuff like that. Lion is actually one of the last versions you can run on those. So now I have a partition on this drive that is just for Lion. So when I reboot, or when I'm first loading a computer, I'm not going to reboot this computer, but when I'm loading a new computer, I can use the boot picker by holding Option when you hear the chime, and it'll bring up a list of the different versions you can install, and I can choose Lion, install right off the hard drive. That's how easy it is. So hopefully you found this information helpful. If you did, like the video, subscribe. You can visit me on Facebook, Twitter, or on Patreon. And I will try to do more informational videos like this in the future. So thank you and have a wonderful day.